On the global map, Pakistan has become synonymous with the word problem.
Unfortunately, today we find a smaller number of people talking about the solution as compared to the problem. From traffic congestion to low power generation, civil conflict to political scandal, Pakistan is a country plagued by uncertainty. Today we bring you those solutions, hidden away in government offices, internet blogs and expert minds. Cities, like their inhabitants, are slaves to overlapping populations, concrete jungles and haphazard infrastructure. But in the history of the world, cities have grown with their inhabitants.
From disheveled immigrant communities to cosmopolitan melting pots of the New World, Karachi has plenty of examples to emulate, and following examples set forth by others may just be the answer to our woes.
A severe lack of readily available, affordable, environmentally sustainable commuting options is where the issue stems from.
City's transport dilemma could be attributed to a number of varying factors, ranging from a lack of political will, mismanagement by corrupt officials, to a system of private transport mafiosos.
The volume of commuters generated, especially at peak hours, in Karachi cannot easily be, their load cannot easily be taken by the existing transport system.
Please remember that Karachi is growing at the rate of 5% per annum, which means that in another 15 years it will have doubled.
If you look at the highest travel demand corridors, there is around 60,000 passengers per hour per direction.
These are major planning and organizational issues also, apart from the fact that the buses are old and decrepit.
I feel sorry for the generation that is to come if we do not get our act together now. It's urgent.
Any investigation into a problem creates a host of questions about how to resolve it.
One of the key questions that comes about it, what will be its economic fallout? There's an industry, automobile industry, which builds cars and its ancillary products. What will happen to that industry? Well, the answer is, let the automobile industry switch over towards making items of mass transit.
The first step to understanding a problem and any possible solution is to clarify who the main stakeholders are.
Notorious for its mega projects, the city district government is known primarily for its young, enterprising Nazim, Syed Mustafa Kamal. Responsible for Karachi's Master Plan 2020, this local governing body is in charge of Karachi's development. With the 18th February elections, a PPP government was sworn in at the provincial level, creating two differing voices on Karachi's development. Can these two bodies work together? In the midst of power battles and thousands of dollars in aid money pouring in and out of the city is the lone commuter. Tired and frustrated, some even call him apathetic. Dishing out the rupees and pesos, or even dollars and cents, are, some would say, the most important part of the mix. The Asian Development Bank and other donor agencies like it. Speaking out time and again, ferociously campaigning and protesting, the private city planners of Karachi are a strong voice. But can they effect change? Are they the mafia that is to blame for all of Karachi's transport problems? Some say they have held the city hostage, putting the citizens at the very mercy of these decked-up speed demons. Others say life would be very difficult without them.
Whether you call it a mafia or otherwise, which is a derogatory term, but the fact is that they are serving a purpose.
As I said, there are far too many players that have between who in this whole game, and between them there has been no consensus.
What drives a solution? Is it a person, a place, an idea, or a vision?
For me, the vision for the city is a pedestrian and commuter-friendly city.
My vision for Karachi is to be the hub, the next segment, be the hub for the business, where people will have the world-class infrastructure to go plug and play. People should feel free to come and do business and live here in Karachi.
In this case, a vision for the city of Karachi drives its development. Should it be a megacity like Tokyo, London, or New York, or an alternative development wonder like Havana or Bogota? Who decides what your city should look like?
Should cities be catering to automobiles or to people? If people, then what income groups?
We're catering to the elite. We're catering to the haves. We have forgotten the dispossessed and the people who need to actually who need to commute from long distances within the city.
It's a vision of a city in which you have rich people, you have malls as opposed to traditional markets, you have high-rise apartments as opposed to upgraded settlements, poverty pushed out of the city to the fringes. It's not a vision that's going to produce equity, peace, justice.
Some may argue, however, that this is not the case.
This is the wrong perception. This is the wrong comment to say that this master plan is for the commuters, for those who drive cars or vehicles. No, this is the environmental-friendly, people-friendly master plan. We will be diverting the public transport away from Sadr, and will make all the Sadr as a pedestrian and big footpaths and clean roads, and everything will be like according to the master plan.
Recently, the former mayor of Bogota, Enrique Peñalosa, visited Karachi city to comment on its development plans. Peñalosa, during his term as mayor of the Colombian city, transformed its entire layout using exactly the opposite ideas. He introduced the Bus Rapid Transit System, or BRTS, widened the sidewalks, introduced pedestrian-only zones and more public spaces. He designed a city for people, not for cars.
Transport is different from all other problems developing countries face. If a country gets richer, its education will be better, its culture will be better, almost everything will improve, except transport, which will get worse. Because you only get more and more cars and more traffic jams, more pollution, a more unlivable city. It's absolutely not possible to solve transportation problems through the increase in road infrastructure.
When we come back, we'll take a look at how the city government's plans might not be in sync with other parties involved.